The Spin-off Podcast Network.
This is Kiwi is back for a brand new season with more inspiring kōrero from special guests including rugby player, father and role model TJ Perenara.
My family bring me joy. Rugby brings me joy too, but it's not the same joy as my family brings me.
And global dancer and choreographer Kirsten Dodgen.
For some reason, people think I'm very intimidating.
Listen to the new season of This is Kiwi, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in collaboration with KiwiBank. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you find it hard staying optimistic with all the financial news in the media? I'm Bernard Hickey, and on my podcast, When the Facts Change, I'm here to help you navigate the ever-changing landscape of economics in Aotearoa. So join the conversation every Friday on When the Facts Change, brought to you by the Spin-off Podcast Network in partnership with KiwiBank.
You guys all right?
Yeah.
Well, you ready?
Born ready.
Okay. Are you ready for some beautiful funk?
I guess.
Welcome along to the Real Pod. Just going to keep it going.
Don't keep it going.
Okay, it's gone. My name is
Goodbye.
Jane Yee. I'm joined over the Pacific Ocean by Duncan Grieve and Alex Casey. Hi, guys.
Hello there.
Hi, Jane.
Are we sure it's definitely the Pacific, right? We'll figure that out.
It's an ocean. I mean, it doesn't actually matter.
It is.
Because one way or another, there's a line from New Zealand to LA that goes over the Pacific Ocean. And probably any ocean you like. It just depends on where you draw the line.
Trans-Pacific Partnership. What's that?
That's
Is that?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
That's exactly what the Real Pod is.
Crazy.
I don't know why so many
And
people are
they're
against
like,
it.
why were they all out in
Sign
the
the agreement, I
streets?
say.
I think they did sign the agreement in the end.
Do you know what's really good? Is that
Some
talking
people are
to you
still unhappy.
talking to you guys like this, you look like news anchors or like commentators for a sports
Yeah.
thing.
That's right.
True.
And I just look like I've got no
Wild.
mates.
Yeah, shit, yeah.
We've got lovely mise en scène behind you. We've just
Thank
got
you.
this, which has now been co-opted by Art Matoodles. It's not even the Spin-off's background anymore. It
Really?
belongs
Do
to-
they use
They use this.
our colours?
Our colours.
And they do video of it.
Well, they do Instagrams of it.
Bloody cool.
I know, it is cool, actually.
So
I mean, they can
famous.
have it. They can have everything.
Yeah.
They can have my computer. I don't care.
It just been a little bit. It just
Have you
been a
told
little
them
bit.
that?
A little
Nah.
bit beautiful. It just been a little bit beautifully funky there. By the way, I'm not sure if that came across on the recording or not, but that's fun. So
It's all a mystery.
Fine.
Who knows?
It's
I don't
fine.
know what we can hear and what the people can hear.
that's okay. This is
What
your
are
reality. I was about to say.
Damn it.
We're so close to getting that. This is your reality
Yeah.
TV in real life in New Zealand and LA podcast. My name is, I've done that bit. I've done that, haven't I? My name's Jane Yee.
Have you?
Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. No, I did that bit. I promise.
I think it's good to just reinforce.
I'm Jane Yee. Duncan
Not
Grieve.
Jackie Brown.
Not Jackie Brown. Duncan Grieve and Alex Casey from the Spin-off also here. I definitely did it, so now you've heard it twice. This podcast is brought to you by Nando's.
Yum.
Oh, yum. Are you
God.
having Nando's?
So
Are you having
hungry.
Nando's today?
Well, there's been a bit of drama because there's a stench in the office. There's some kind of sewage leak. And so I cancelled the Nando's because I had a stressed out message today being like, everyone go home, it stinks in the office. And I was like, well, we can't enjoy the most delicious food in all of the land when there's a stench in the
I just
air.
feel like that means there's more.
But now I think we might be able to.
There's more Nando's for you if you do that. Like you were going to be there anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a good bait and switch because there's like
That's
6
true.
people with enough Nando's for 15. It's going to be a great day.
Kind of perfect.
I love that we've had to send people home from the spin-off for cold, for
Poo.
sound when it was 107 decibels, which is like a subway train going past, and now for
Poo.
stench. It's a real smorgasbord.
Has any Nando's news come through the smoke signals? Anything going on? Just still good chips and cheesy bread,
And
salads and halloumi, right? Just all still good.
I think it's the halloumi is still like everyone's still reeling from the new halloumi chips situation.
And
so
also
smoky.
just halloumi burger. There's a big, outside St. Luke's, there's that big billboard of like a chicken and halloumi burger. Man, it looks good.
Mm.
I think I might have a burger soon.
Yeah.
We're all about the chook here at the spin-off. The ribs, the
Tenders.
the tenders.
Tell you what's really good too is when you just go for the half chicken, because you just you get the full appreciation of just a big
Whole bird.
Well, half a bird.
Half a bird, but
or a whole bird. Can you get a whole bird?
Half chook. That's the Hayden Daniels order.
Can you get a whole bird? Can you get a whole bird?
Shit, yeah, you can get a whole bird.
I mean, if you're Hayden, you can walk off with 2 trays of chunk just into the night, happy as you've ever been.
Does he still listen to our podcast? Hi, Hayden. How's it?
I've got this vibe like no,
I've got a vibe like no.
but we'll find out.
We'll find out. 100% we will.
He does it when he's waiting for his parent-teacher interviews.
Is it?
Gets him into a zone.
Is it that time of year?
It's reports time. So
Maybe,
it might be
yeah.
needed to procrastinate.
Okay. Anyway, our hashtag is #RealPod. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/TheRealPodPod. Plus, we have our Real Pod Corner on Facebook. And we're on Instagram at TheRealPodPod. Once again, it's just gone a little bit stale.
What has?
I'm under the pump.
Yeah.
The Instagram.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
I don't know how people do social media, honestly. It's too much.
We need SL Media Co.
Can we not get
What's SL Media?
Samuel Levi's new media company, which he's quit his full-time job to run.
Why could I hear myself just then? I can hear myself coming through something. Can you guys hear me in
There's
double?
so many things.
No,
No, you're doing good
it's
to
fine
me.
then.
You're a good
Good
Jane.
then. I'm just going to ignore.
Oh,
Stop.
could just see you very briefly.
The cornies can handle this. When we were
Yeah.
talking about the curse pod last week, everyone was like, just put it up. And I was like, you don't understand.
You don't know.
You don't understand.
It's like some Guantanamo Bay torture stuff was going on back there.
I think a little bit of skipping and lagging.
It's fine. Okay.
You get it. Yeah.
Later on in the show, we'll be talking Dancing with the Stars, which I did manage to watch. I haven't watched any Love Island, but you guys have here.
I've been loving it. Have
Really?
You watched any?
No.
Oh my god,
I need
it's
to.
so good.
My life is not good right now.
Oh,
There's a lot of it. Like I'm real stressed out about next week. The block, like 4 nights a week of the block and 6 days a week of Love Island, which is an hour and 8 minutes per episode. I mean, you do the math. I don't think there are enough hours.
send everyone home just to
Yeah,
Ellie.
that's
Anyway,
it's the peak content. We thought it was peak content, but it's not. Well, there's
Someone
a lot
on
of
the roof.
Yeah, they're trying
Is
to
that
fix
the
the
sim-
lake.
is
Is
that
this building okay?
definitely not okay.
It's protesting against its inhabitants. It's trying to kick us out.
Michael, with the lovely hair and the lovely bottom from Maths Australia, has shaved his hair for cancer awareness. And
Oh, was that what it was for?
And the story I read was like, oh, he looked so great. I'm like, I think he looked better with the hair. I mean, great job and all, but
Like so much better with the hair.
He looks like Porty now, as a couple of cornies pointed out.
That is a savage descent.
It's savage.
From Golden God, Perfect Man to Porty.
Jordy Porty.
I wonder if he still listens.
Pudding and also pie.
it's on Porty. I was talking with Joel the other day about how cool it was that we got him to spill that dirty, dirty secret about the coin flip, and it ended up being discussed by like Bachelor International proper people on the Winter Games when he turned up there.
It's one of the maddest things
crazy.
that's ever happened.
Voyagers, CB, where are you?
Well, we did win that, but not.
We did win website of the year,
Based on that though, right?
but that was like a long
So they
time
should have got the
ago.
wolves in, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Study
but-
this.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I mean, it's great to shave your hair for cancer, for sure, but just think about what you're going to look like because it'll take a long time for Michael to grow up back. Why not?
I'm sure Martha has access to wigs.
What's that
Yeah.
tinkling noise? Is that you, Tina?
That's Tina's ice and her white Russian.
Tinkling Tina.
Tina's on mic today.
I turned my mic off so you wouldn't
I
be
can
able to
hear it.
hear it.
No, but we like
I think,
it.
I've kind of got
tinkle
this image of
carry.
Go
Tina.
away. If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the CD, am I?
God. What? Sweetie. No, don't be a sweetie.
It's an old English rhyme.
Wait, what? Have you sprinkled?
It's true. It's the kind of thing that you see, and there's always like with one of those little angel babies with a big woman standing there doing.
That's a classic.
toilet.
I was at my cousin's house when I was growing up in Milton Keynes.
I'm imagining Tina sitting on her chair with her feet up, like leaning back, relaxing, because is it fair to say, Tina, not that I want to take away from your important role in all this, that there's not as much for you to do with this new setup that we've got going on?
Pretty much. I feel like I'm kind of in the dark. Like I'm still recording on this side, but we'll see what happens. Also, I do have my feet up on the wheelie chair,
Got a
but
little blankie
I
on.
got my little blankie on because I'm freezing.
Big old turtleneck.
Just
old
my
jacket.
You're
usual.
mid-30s here, mid-late 30s, hot as you like. Got the aircon going. You guys are freezing over there, aren't you? What are you guys doing?
It's freezing. No, I've just had an idea, but I don't want to spoil
Say it.
if it's a story. No, because this is true. We know who wrote When
What?
It's Mellow Yet It... What is
No,
it?
we don't. If it's mellow, if it's yellow, let it mellow.
I was just thinking about the toilet limericks. That one, I think we know who wrote that.
Who's? No,
Yeah.
no.
He talked about it at the spin off.
I think no. I don't think that he wrote that. I think that he
Oh.
suggested it to them. Surely he didn't write that.
He
It's like
popularized it.
freaking John Lennon. I mean John Lemon.
By the way, there is 100% a story in toilet rhymes. And just kind of,
Yeah.
just,
I mean, what else
even
is
just
there?
signs in public toilets or toilets in restaurants and things about, like, you know, there's quite often interesting signs.
Let's copyright the spin-off that idea.
Don't steal
Any
it.
hungry journos
Yeah.
looking for the next scoop.
Hope is good.
I was thinking, I was like, no, I can't.
I think it's fine. I think the joke stands up. There was a good one that was written on a little chamber pot on trade
This is heinous.
on my favorite Instagram, Trade Me Bay, which I've already talked about 1,000 times, which had a little eye on it. Oh, this is going to be a great tease because I can't find
this
it.
is classic Alex Casey. It's like, I've got a great thing.
I do.
Let me scroll my
I
phone for
found
the rest
it.
of my
Hold on.
life.
The auction was for a cute little piss pot thing, but the limerick on the side of it. Use me. Okay, you have to know as well this cute little piss pot thing. In the center of it has just a single open staring eye where you piss into it. So on the side it says, "Use me." Use me well and
Shut up.
and it's funny, I promise. Use me well and keep me clean, and I won't tell what I have seen.
That's kind of a double meaning.
It's good.
What if you don't? What if you don't use it
Because
well?
if you don't keep them clean, by implication, it'll be the mark of the Neil. Therefore,
Oh,
it will show what it
Wow.
is saying.
that's
See what I
actually
mean?
genius.
You don't go number twos in that, do you?
Well,
If it's a chamber pot.
what have you got to do?
Well, it's piss pot.
What's a
as
piss
it's-
pot? What
as
the
it's
hell
It
is
also looked tiny. It looked like a cup of soap. I'll be worried about capacity issues.
Okay.
This is the news.
In other breaking news,
I've got some real news.
What's your real news?
I went to lunch yesterday with an Auckland restaurateur, and the table alongside me were two Real Housewives
Which
of
two?
Auckland. My two biggest fans, Julia Sloan and Angela Stone. And let me tell you, time has not healed all wounds.
is it healed any?
Me and Angela are tight. We hugged twice. Julian stared. Julian? I should get her name right. She stared daggers. And then the restaurateur and Angela were trying to broker peace. They were describing themselves as the like Henry Kissinger and Madeleine Albright of the situation. Very posh illusion. And they secured an agreement for us to sit down together, but then I ran out of time. But I think it's going to happen.
Okay.
I think
Sloan.
the Sloan conference, the Sloan Peace
Can we
conference will
film
come.
it?
That's a crazy deep cut illusion someone's going to get.
I talked over it.
No, it's fine. So someone will get it, and they'll be like, "Ooh." So yeah, we can film it. I reckon. Oh nah, it's tense, man. I've rarely felt such intense enmity as I have when I'm in close proximity to Julia.
Can you do the old tickled hide a camera in a coffee cup sort of situation?
Yeah, well, that feels
Probably ruined it
contrary to the spirit of the peace treaty we're negotiating.
True.
But look, it was full on. It was lovely to see Angela again. She's so cool. They're drinking Pinot at lunchtime, which is what I'd like to be doing, frankly. And just having a good time.
Her sex doc was on Choice TV recently. My dad watched it.
Oh, what did your dad reckon? Julia's sex doc, not Angela's.
No, yeah, sorry, Julia's. He was like, yeah, she was really good at it, he said. She talked to her parents about it. It actually sounds kind of cool, but I'm not going to watch it.
I have cockring written in my notebook because of her.
That was such a crazy scene.
My notebook is pure filth at the moment, by the way.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I should look at it at lunchtime.
The restaurateur, not that I'm aware of, but reckons that was like a moment for the adult toy industry in New Zealand, which it probably was.
Oh.
In terms of
just like the public
profile.
Yeah, the public profile of the local cock ring.
Yeah, I just don't think cock rings had a moment like that.
I've definitely never heard so many people say it until maybe right now.
It's fun to say. Let's be honest.
Okay, in other breaking news, Pack and Save, I don't know what Pack and Save, but I recognise by the sign it was a Pack and Save, are selling Brussels sprouts, not Brussels sprouts on stalks. So
Whoa.
Brussels sprout.
Yeah, Brussels sprouts from Brussels. We've been through this. We've been through this.
Sprout.
It's going to be.
No, we haven't. Brussels sprout.
So these are sprouts from Brussels and where the mussels from Brussels.
Brussels sprouts. Look it up if you don't believe me. Get on
Bloody
your phone,
hell.
Alex, as you like to do.
It's like dress. Oh no, nothing.
Dress smart. Is that one word
But it
or
doesn't
two
have
words?
3 S's. But it makes you think.
I want to get some of those on stalk.
Do you reckon you could just rock up and buy the whole stalk? Like, how does it work?
you can.
That's the
You just pay by
selling
weight?
it.
It's money. It's just money.
Oh, you buy a stalk. You don't pack them.
But then, because otherwise you're paying for the stalk, which you're probably not going to eat. Though, broccoli, I reckon the stalk's the best bit.
Be getting into the stalk recently, because
The
which is what I eat when I'm not
stalk.
eating Nando's. Actually, let's bleep that out.
Yeah.
Let's bleep that out, Tina.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
But they're all about-
I'm marking it.
please.
They're all about
What
they're
are
all
they?
Yeah.
about eating the
Post
stalk.
Jamie Oliver.
It's nose to tail veggie eating.
Okay, anyway, Brussels sprouts. I think $4.49. Look, we broke the story about Brussels sprouts being grown on stalks.
Fuck, that was
We
crazy.
did. That was another Wolfson worthy.
Just pile them up.
And in other news, this is international news.
How, just before we leave
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts, how did we think they were grown?
I think it started with asparagus,
It's like,
right?
I thought they grew like berries,
so you just pluck
like off a tree. Yeah, like in little bunches.
like a nymph. You
Yeah.
sort of frolic through the forest and grab the delicious
Brussels
sprouts.
sprouts.
I
But
never
asparagus
thought about it.
was the real.
Yeah.
was
But I
really
think that's what
crazy.
started. Is we started with the asparagus. You made the big asparagus discovery, Alex, and shared that with us, and then we started researching other produce.
Researching is just such a posh word for this.
It's pretty fucked up that we don't know.
Pineapple-
how this shit
pineapple
grows,
was a
eh?
revelation.
Like, that's bad, right?
Right? Like I always thought
Pineapples
pineapples
are
grew on
illegal.
trees. Oh,
What?
Duncan.
They don't?
No, they grow like in the middle of a little bush thing on the ground. It's mental.
Honestly,
Because there are those big trees that look like a pineapple,
think
right?
so.
That's where I got confused.
Like a
it's like those
coconut.
big palm tree things.
Oh, yeah. So you thought they were like them, but small. That's just a giant pineapple.
Like a goldfish.
Well, they got it away from you.
If you plant a pineapple in the ground, it will just keep growing into this big tree.
Okay, I mean,
So delicious.
in Los Angeles,
Well,
here I met an actress, a legit actress who's been on television. So we went to a
Whoa.
school tour,
Whoa.
and this lovely lady who's got kids at the school was introduced herself and gave me her number, and I looked her up, and she's an actress. So,
What's she been in?
do we
Good name.
need to go into details? Can we just take it?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Just give us one.
Are you breaking her
No,
confidences?
no.
Give us one credit. Does she know about this? She doesn't know about
I mean,
this
what
podcast,
real
right?
famous actress would?
Well, she might have
I
looked
don't think
you
so.
up.
I don't think so.
Do you use a
Okay, I'll
pseudonym?
tell you. She has been
Over there?
in C.S.I. Yeah. Yeah. She was in one episode of C.S.I. I think maybe as an extra. I'm not sure. She's been in.
That's a story.
She was a cocktail waitress in Mr. Sophistication in 2013. Yeah, and she was a business associate in Material Girls, the movie, in 2006. So,
isn't it the one with Hayley and Hilary Duff?
it is, yeah.
Say it is, Jane.
Yeah. And she's also been in Boston Legal, one episode in 2006 as a lawyer. So she's an extra. But extra actress, what's the difference?
No, I don't think she's an extra. I think she just has small parts.
Yeah. She's doing the high ground. I don't think she's been in anything for quite a while. But anyway, not the point. I meant an actress. I know you've been excited about me meeting famous people, and now tick. Okay?
Yeah.
I think it's when I was in Los Angeles this one time, I met the guy who was in a metal band driving my Uber. And I think that you're going to meet people with that level of fame every week. And I feel like you're going to meet properly, you recognize some famous people every month. What are you doing with your lovely hair?
Just playing.
It's a good look. I saw Adrian Grenier leaving a gym in LA. That was my most exciting
Is he
moment.
the entourage man?
And the New Zealand Antarctica advocate. Oh my god!
He did the gesture.
I just want to do libel. I just want to do libel.
Well, you said, you whispered chronic rota.
I also did the universal symbol for chronic rota if you're a 12-year-old.
Honest opinion.
Oh, shit.
I think I've libeled celebrities on 2 out of the last 3 podcasts.
Do you want me to beep that? Are we beeping that or nah? Nah. Let's test the power of the pod. See how wide it will go.
Yeah.
Come at us,
how long
Adrian.
it takes this pod to get to Adrian Grenier's lawyers.
You'll be getting a letter in about 64 years. Okay. What else is news? I've lost my document. What else have I got down there?
God.
Oh, the woman.
Things. You take your pets on the train? I'm going to take Susie on the train on Sunday morning. I'm going to do it.
Is this just a one-off
Yeah,
thing? Or is
I'm
this
real excited about it.
I'd take Cutie on a train.
No, it's forever. In Auckland, if you have an animal that can be either put on your lap, or it has to be in an enclosed bag. Or
don't put your animal in a bag. Don't put Cutie in a bag.
Keep it on your lap. No, but if it has breathing holes, it's fine. You know that cat.
Or you can just stick its head out.
No, you can't. It has to be completely enclosed.
What?
But you can get special. It has to be like a pet carry bag with air holes, etc.
Maybe like a sort of a beekeeper's outfit.
Hey, but what about?
Yeah, exactly.
What about turning a single-use plastic bag into a double-use plastic bag? Surely that's good for the environment. I mean, what's the problem?
Plastic bags.
Feels like
I see nothing wrong.
She's been in
it's terrible over here, by the way. The usage of the honestly. It makes me so depressed. I hate to get political and environmental.
How's the washing situation? Did that make it onto the pod last week? That
they were illegal.
LA uses
it was
washing
illegal.
lines?
In 2015, people were campaigning for California to become a right to dry state, and so you can now dry your washing outside if you so choose. I think it's like.
You weren't allowed to dry your washing outside.
Just didn't look very good.
My
Christ,
anyway, I've brought a close horse in all my washing, undies and all, out in the front porch. Undies and all, because I think some people, even though they're cool with drying their washing outside now, they still feel really uncomfortable about the idea of undies being out. Yeah,
ashamed about.
I'm just I'm the weirdo from New Zealand with my undies out on the porch. But anyway, it's the excess here is nuts. It's just nuts. Everything's individually wrapped in this, that, and the other, and it just feels like, all of those little bits that we're doing at home to save the planet. What's the point? What's the point?
America, seriously, one suburb of LA is wiping it out. So what's the takeaway?
Well, use the plastic bag to put the cat in on the train.
Put Cutie in a bag.
Oh yeah. I asked AT because they were I asked them, it's any domestic pet. And I was like, how do you define a domestic pet? And they said, any pet that lives in a customer's home. So I was like, well, what about Andrew from Maths? He had a pet pig. Is that allowed on the train? And they said, if the pet pig is in an enclosed thing and can sit on his lap,
Yeah, skunk.
the pig is
Skunk would be
allowed on the
good.
train.
That would be a good way to
Tortoise?
Well, skunk would be grey, of course.
Why?
Yeah, because
Well,
Very
it's for a
silly.
laugh, you know. Is
also,
that like
I don't think you're not.
eco-terrorism,
I don't think that you have
though?
customs.
I don't know if
I mean, sorry, biological.
Bioterrorism.
Huh?
Biological warfare.
Biological warfare. That's what I mean. Not, yeah.
Is that what we're living through at the spin-off today?
Just quickly, I want to touch on the story that broke this week about a woman in Australia. I know it's not New Zealand news, but it's Australian, close enough. A woman who is suing Emirates for not giving her enough water on her flight, which wrecked her marriage. Are you whispering? I can hear you.
I asked if she ordered Nando's. So I'm so hungry.
Is it
I'm
'cause you're
blacking
watching
out.
me eat
I'm
cookies?
hallucinating.
Sorry.
I think
Anyway.
I did.
Don't worry.
What?
Were you listening to the news
Your hair
story
looks nice.
about the Australian woman who's suing Emirates because they didn't give her enough water on the flight, and it basically led to the breakdown of her marriage? So she
What?
Here come the
Can I
dates. So
get
she
some
didn't have enough
dates?
water. They wouldn't give her water. Apparently, there are water fountains that people can use at any time, but she wasn't made aware of this or something. She ended up feeling like quite unwell, went to the toilet, blacked out, broke her ankle, and then has been through like,
Oh my gosh.
like major rehabilitation and stuff. And then, and apparently she's blaming that on the breakdown of her marriage because her husband married this sprightly go-get-him kind of gal, and now she can't be that person because she's in chronic pain. And so therefore she's suing Emirates. Isn't that amazing?
I don't know,
amazing?
man. It's amazing, but it's
Go for it.
just-
I reckon
It's a bit silly.
My mum got food poisoning. Did I tell you about that?
I don't want to know
She
anything
got
about
food
vomiting.
poisoning on a Cathay Pacific flight from their food. Well, she had to run to the toilet to vomit, but she slipped a disc.
Oh,
She slipped a
shit.
disc when she went down to vomit, and she couldn't walk. Like, she couldn't get out of the toilet, and so they were going into landing as well. So they had to like pull her. It was actually probably like should have been a big
Did she-
drama at the time.
Yeah, put that on the Herald.
She left the plane in a wheelchair.
And did she get money?
Can I just hang on? Wait.
I don't think we got anything.
entitlement.
I think it was just like
It's just a scam. Like when
Yeah.
when we had that giant chunk of glass in our Subway,
Are you still
they
going on
offered us
about
a
that?
$50 platter. And I was like, I want an island.
Okay,
I'm still mad.
let's
I
move
still
on.
don't go to Subway.
I'm going to play some music, and it means it's the beginning of the next segment. Okay,
Uh,
you ready for this? Just joking. It's just
Do we get to
because I
listen
can.
to it?
I have 4 weeks to decide if I'm going to drop my entire life for you.
I am disgusted
Is that a little
at
keyboard?
how much you copied my husband.
Did you just fart? I don't even know you.
It might have been a bit quiet. So
Paul Williams was in the audience at Dancing with the
was?
Stars on Sunday night. Keen-eyed.
bloody hell, there was
Paul
so,
Williams.
who was he's supposed to be in America. But
oh yeah, it was.
there
a
were
big
so many
comedy
famous
night. Big
comedians
comedy
in
night.
the audience.
Oh no, I've done something weird, and now I can't
Yeah.
see you guys. Oh no.
Jane.
Oh,
It's all right.
okay. I can kind of see
You
you.
can
too.
feel us.
So
Figure
anyway,
it out.
reality check. Dancing with the Stars. It was the double banger week where by they dude who dances. Well, 3 really, because I got to do the opening number as well. It's a lot.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a lot.
It was. I mean,
I loved it.
That's your expert commentary.
it was-
Dancing with the Stars every week.
a lot of top-notch dancing
Yeah, it
this
still
week.
stands.
Really crazy good. I'm still
Really top notch.
amazed at the caliber of dancing this year. And I remember back when the cast was announced, we were just like, "Wah, wah." And I don't think I've ever been as invested as I am this year.
I know.
Yeah, I've really swung around. I want to issue a formal apology for my initial reticence about this season. I really enjoy it now. I think they're good dancers, they're good characters. It's just something nice. It's like the world is so horrible. The more horrible the world gets, which is like every day, Dancing with the Stars just feels like this little kind of bit of the last
real pod corner.
place that there are still nice things.
It's like the people playing the violins on the deck of the Titanic,
Whoa.
isn't it?
Yeah,
In a
that's
way.
exactly what it is.
Mike McRoberts.
Oh, look at you there.
Dancing around in a sparkly waistcoat.
Sorry, I just said because I lost you guys. I lost you
fine.
for a second. Be back. It's okay. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. Okay, so we started the night with Manu and Lauren.
This is amazing.
Doing a dance. A paso, specifically. Was it a paso to Nirvana? That's what I wrote, but actually now I feel like I just
That's what
guessed
you
it was a
wrote.
paso. Might not have
Half
been.
Maybe
Paso
you're an
always gets a
expert.
big hype, bro. Like, it's always like, oh no, the Paso.
Yeah, I know. Maybe.
Because
I
he
don't know.
would
Anyway,
have done one and then Laura would have
regardless.
done one.
Did a dance to Nirvana.
The same episode.
And I just want to
Maybe.
say, shout out to the music team for this one, because I actually think they did quite a good job of the Nirvana cover. I think it's quite a good one.
Yeah.
Some of the covers have been quite good. The Adele one is quite good as well.
Well, there's some brickbats
One
coming,
particular
though.
shocker for me.
I'll tell you what.
Anyway, they what happened? I can't even remember that dance because there were two, and I've got the country one stuck in my head. Was it good? He went up
Is this
into
the
the
one with
booth and he did his
God, no, I've
little
forgotten all
solo
of it.
bit up in Sharon's booth. Oh, he pushed her over. That's what it was. He just bloody pushed her over and she fell
like
in
a
her
little
ass,
kind of
remember?
salsa type thing. It was,
Yeah, ouch.
Oh, that's right. That was freaky, and he looked really freaked for like a split second. He was like,
Gave him some eyes.
should I run
apparently.
over?
Said,
And they
no,
just kept
keep
on going.
And then she was,
True
you can tell
professionals.
she was sore because she kind of fell backwards and then just did a big like up and bam on her tailbone. And she was kind of limping at the end there and wincing. That'll bruise for sure.
That'll bruise for sure.
So
Luckily, they have a very strong connection.
okay, and what else?
Say no more.
Score 27. Did someone give them a 10? Even though she felt, I feel like Rachel gave a 10.
Yeah, Rachel gave them a 10, where she had to defend on newshub.co.nz the next day.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
if you
Because it was like, he fucked up. Why would you
push someone
why would you give him
over?
a perfect score?
Anyway,
Yeah.
that will come into play later on
Yeah,
as
if
we
we didn't
go
do that, it would have
throughout
been an 11.
the show. William and Amelia did an Argentine tango to God's Plan, and Stan Walker was involved. Bleached hair? How long has he been bleached hair for?
Yeah. Actually, real news regarding Stan, new face of Posty. Not Posty Plus, Posty Dot.
What's Posty Dot?
Brought to you by Stan Walker now. Everything's changed, Jane. Posty Plus, but it's not called that anymore. It's just
Why
called
get rid of the
Posty.
plus? Is it less now?
Because their rebranding is like cool.
I think Posty had a situation where its customer base was getting very ancient, and like they were just staring at the demographic cliff, and they're like, "How do we reset that?" I know, Stan Walker. The kids love Stan Walker. Hence, Post, and you drop the plus
plus.
because I think they've realised there isn't actually anything more than Posty. And
Okay, and now Stan
you
Walker's
know,
the face
there
of.
you go, new
Do
brand.
he have his as
New
the face
vibe.
of
I'll be
Posty?
shopping there.
Does he have the bleached hair?
Mm.
Because I feel like
He very well might. He's
I
definitely
feel like
walking
we're
along the
covering up the
beach.
hair.
And
I
it's
feel like
all
we're
played
covering it
up.
up.
Beach
And then
hair,
it slipped out, and I saw it, and I went, "Ooh, don't know about that, Stan." But there you go. I just don't think it looks good.
What do you mean?
And I
Why
think
is he
knows it,
hiding it?
But he's committed to it. So, are you into it?
Do you reckon?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I think Stan Walker's very
even
stylish
stylish people
and
make
cool,
missteps. Look
yeah.
at me constantly. So,
Just the thing about Stan Walker.
yeah, it's funny
You
when
ever
you
thought
do
about
that,
his name's Stan?
But that's
like,
cool now.
That's a very
right?
old person's name.
My son's
Like-
called Victor. That
cool.
said,
Is
I
it?
don't know.
Circle.
That's a very cool thing that I did.
True. Stan.
Oh, I thought you meant as in like I stand.
Oh yeah.
as well.
Well, I mean, I did. I said that. I didn't mean that when I said it. I was like, that's what they're going to think I was
It's like-
saying. But I wasn't. I was just like, man, no one's called Stan these days.
Wait,
Is it
Well,
short
that's
for
what-
Stanley?
That's what
think
your
so.
oldest uncle's called.
Is his name Stanley Walker?
Stanford?
What else could it be?
Well, I don't know.
Because I think
Stannis?
I
Stannis?
think there's a lot of famous people that when you take their names out in isolation, like their first name, out of the context of their full name, it becomes really weird. Think of almost any famous person,
Go on then.
not except for Oprah. Yeah, lady.
Lady Gaga.
I can't think of a single famous person. Julia Sloan.
God, my Oreo packet. I've opened it all wrong. There's a lift tab on here. Sorry.
Stop showing us Oreos.
I don't have Nando's. I don't have Nando's.
So hungry. So
Okay.
hungry.
Anyway, Stan comes along. What else happened? Wastes their time. Willie's constantly wasting his time with people who aren't actually helping him. And Rachel, they do the dance.
I love
and Rachel
it.
wants them to be more romantic. She's not
Is
feeling
this
the
the time-
connection.
Yeah. Yeah, they struggle with that. They have a bit of a brother.
Whereas everyone else seems to have like routine
But-
going on. Well, no, I mean, I'm not saying that they are, but that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Extreme chemistry, excessive chemistry.
Biological.
It was during the
warfare,
critique
in a
of
way.
William and Amelia's dance that Rachel barked at Jules. Just because you're louder than me doesn't mean you're right. And I quite like that.
It was a great little fight. I loved it. And Jules like kind of freaked out. He was just
Yeah,
like,
he's like a little
he was so annoyed at Rachel.
I know,
But she
but
was right.
he's
Like,
like-
Jules sometimes does just shout.
Jules is. I feel like Jules is going through like a peaky moment. Like his head sort of
totally.
like icon with his Casey profile
And when
his
she
lettuce
said
stuff,
that, when
maybe
she
it's
did
gone
that
to his
little,
head.
that little gem, he sort of went, and it's kind of like, that's, come on, mate. You can do better than that. It's very childish. But they dance together.
yeah.
I just cannot imagine the
That's right.
dynamic in the rehearsal space of those two.
Apparently he told me, I don't think it made it into the final story, but like they had to, when they were like partnered up, they had to bring Camilla in as almost like a therapist, like in every sense of the word, like not just dance sport therapy, but like to figure out their dynamic. And I was like, I don't know how people get partnered up to dance with each other, but like surely just
I kind of
dance
like
with someone that
the
maybe you get on
dynamic
with. I
between
don't
the three
know.
of them now. Like they feel like, because they've been on for a while, they're a real team. Like if anyone else came in to do the job now, it would seem weird.
Yeah.
No, totally.
Oh, the judges are so
Okay,
good.
so anyway,
Mm.
William and
Everything
Amelia
about the
got
show is
26.
perfect.
Anything to add about their
I'm
dance?
just saying. It was weird how it was quite small. It was weird how they had like, it was quite small. Like
Yeah.
they made that little arena of lights around them.
I
I didn't really get it. I thought it was quite boring.
I love it when they're all
when
flying
William
around the
just
dance
does,
floor
like,
and using
hip
parts
stuff.
of the set
Yeah,
I'm
totally.
expecting them to use. And I also think that when the cameras swing around, it makes them look like they're dancing faster and better. So, the more you use the floor, the more likely that is to happen. But anyway, they thought it was good. What would we know? Nadia and Aaron did a jive to Call Me by Blondie.
Exactly.
And she's got a 10th cookbook on the way. So it was a great little opportunity to promote that. I think 10th.
Man, that's crazy.
Damn,
That's too many.
bloody hell. I've got maybe 3 cookbooks and I've opened them collectively twice. I feel like 10 is too many.
I have 2 Nadia Lim cookbooks.
What?
Would you believe it? I know.
Promos.
I have one of them I bought at an op shop because I was just like, that's a bloody good deal. Good condition, only $2. The Fresh Start by Nadia, the kind of like skinny one, which I have never opened or used. And
Goodbye.
the other one is the like food bag recipe one because I was like, life hack, just buy that. But then I realized
It's
not even the
just
food,
not
that's
going to
the
buy
pain
the
of it.
food. It's just the whole point. That's not a life hack.
it's kind of a life hack,
No,
though, if you think
no.
about it. But yeah, I was
They
like,
did a weird bit at the beginning with the tea towel.
Suit yourself.
And I was most disappointed that the tea towel didn't match the outfits at all. It's just like a red and white tea towel. It's not okay. It is
But
a
that is a
classic tea towel.
classic.
But she was wearing that kind of
Tea towel.
pinky number, and then he was wearing gold or something. And then that's when they did the costume change. Yeah.
Oh, and she
That's
ripped
not
it
okay.
off. Yeah, that's right.
What sort of message
And then
are
the
we
bum
sending
drum,
to
of
people
course.
when he does a bum drum without consent? And she's like, I didn't know that was coming. And then Sharon's like, that's not okay. And then she's like, oh, it's fine.
It was weird.
She kind of bent over and did a little bum shake
What happened?
as part of her dance, and he drummed on her bum.
Yeah, it was exactly
No,
that. He did the drum.
not the
yeah.
drumming.
That wasn't
She
part of the
anticipating
routine.
drumming.
No.
And he could
But
have
then
been
I'm like,
doing
well, what was
anything.
he supposed to be
So
doing?
he was just extempore, like
But would it have
freestyling.
been creepier if he was
Doing a
just
turn, or he could
looking
have
at
been
it? You know, like maybe just do something. Just stay dead still and
It's
stare
creepier
straight
for
in
someone
the
to
ass.
stare in the ass or for someone to drum on your butt without asking if they are allowed.
I'll take the bum drum.
Bum drum seems sort of, I don't know, something quite like, yeah, I feel like the eye contact
I know, but he didn't have.
with the bum is worse than the bum
no.
drum. This isn't
There are-
real.
I got to
don't know
step
what
in
Aristotle
here.
would say
Okay,
about
there's
this.
more than two options. It's not just like staring at the bum or the bum drum. There are other things he could have been doing. He could have been doing a turn or a sachet or a
Like what, Jane?
sachet.
What's
Shimmy.
between those two things? Sachet. Just grapevine.
Could have been doing a great or box
Shaking it
step.
back.
Any of the great.
That's funny.
The judges thought that it wasn't like super great. They gave them 23. Aaron grabbed the mic, and because there were some mistakes as well, there's some like little minor mistakes, and that's when the moment when he got on and was like, "Oh, you're giving, I've seen people get mistakes excused. You have to assume he's talking about Manu's 10 from earlier in the night."
Manu.
And then he says, she's worked really hard. Da, 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 da. Nadia's
True.
emotional about this defence happening on her behalf, but they still only got 23. Because old mate Camilla was like, I've got a call. As I said.
I thought it was kind of
Him
weird.
taking the mic like that.
I was just kind of like, pipe down. Yeah, and when he was like, it was just so dramatic when he's like, I'm sorry, guys, I just got to say something. I got to look my
that was a
daughters
bit
in the
much.
eye when I get home. I was like, you're allowed. It's like you look the bum in the eye, probably.
Yeah, he's just done the bum drum and he says he's got to look his daughters in the eye over it.
It was just a bit much, I
Do you
thought.
think were his daughters sitting at home going, oh man, Dad, I'm really disappointed you didn't defend Nadia? Or Dad, I'm really disappointed that you touched Nadia's ass without her
I had
consent.
no idea.
I don't know. Anyway, Randall.
Many questions. But then he was also weirdly like, I'm coming for your seat.
Oh,
And I'm
no,
like,
he's just
relax
it's
a
a
bit.
dog, Karen. Randall and Brittany did a waltz to Skyfall. There was this whole pre-roll bit about what was that, Duncan? What was that face?
Oh, I'm just
dance is boring
Skyfall is a
too.
boring song. So slow and bloody portentous. So, and they do it all the time on these shows, and it always sucks.
If he wins
my
winning a
two
glitter ball
cents.
trophy as steered by, I mean, when are the Edge going to stop just getting people to get tattoos? Not a glitter ball trophy tattoo. That's what I meant to say.
Jodie!
Troties.
Jodie!
Little piece of home.
Oh, shit. That's a good one, eh? It's one of the best things. But also, when that segment played, I was like,
Yes, 100%.
Randall's going to win.
You
Like,
doubted. Who was it? Who
he's
was
gonna
it who was
win.
doubting Randall's power to get votes?
If you have-
'cause he's just on the edge. Who was that? I feel like it was
Oh, probably one of them. I'm not sure. They're being around here
Yeah,
somewhere.
'cause, now people are going to
For
be voting
sure.
for the deer factor, right?
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
did he say he's going to get?
If he wins, he's getting the glitter ball. He's getting the glitter ball tattooed somewhere on his body. So they were workshopping different areas to
That's
have
gonna be a
maybe
tiny
tried the
ankle
neck,
one.
and then he tried
Or on
the
his bum.
ankle, and I was like, this is
I mean, to be fair,
going to happen.
It's
I bet. It's the edge.
Small business for Brian.
And also, he's never been in the bottom two. I don't think he's the best dancer. I think it's actually kind of boring, and just that he's just good. But
He
he's
had a lovely
I
holiday,
think,
though.
I think it's
That
pretty good.
cowboy
I reckon
one.
the finals lineup is going to be pretty tough to call.
Oh, it's a
Sure.
great lineup.
Even
It's
though
one of the
Laura
best,
should win.
best finals lineups
Anyway.
in a long time. Yeah.
Laura should win.
Yeah.
Here's my take. Laura should win. Randall's going to win. I feel like I want Manu to win.
Where does William fit into
You know,
that?
like Laura deserves it. Laura's the best dancer. I love William for a husband, but I don't think he's going to win.
It's the classic game
I
of
won
will
dimensional.
win, should
This
win,
is entirely
want to
public
win,
vote.
want to marry, right? Yep.
Yeah. And I've got one for all of those. Laura is easily the best, right?
Yeah.
She definitely should win. Manu, I like his X factor. I feel like he's and he's got kind of an interesting narrative that I quite like. Randall's got the huge audience and has never been in the bottom either because of the popular vote. And William,
But he gets to marry
I
you,
feel
so
sad for him,
great
but-
bonus.
I don't think he's going to win. That's the best prize of all.
Totally.
Brother
Joe will be fine with it. Joe really likes William as well, so looking forward to that.
Truffles work.
He's lost 6 to 7 kilograms, old Randall, and got a score of 28. So that's the numbers. He is. He looked lovely in the tails.
He's very
Is that the
lean
one?
now.
Yeah. He had lovely tails. He looks good on the dance floor. They look good together.
Yes.
I found it really boring, that dance. It was boring. Laura and Shay
I don't remember
did
anything about it.
an amazing, amazing paso to Lady Gaga, despite the terrible, terrible, terrible cover of Judas. Yeah, I know, there's a worse one coming.
Oh, that's good. I've got another terrible
But I think
cover.
we're probably on the same page on that one. But anyway, yeah, so they did a paso. For me, it was the dance of the night. How about you guys? When I get to my professional critique.
Yeah.
Girls jumped up on the judges' bench. They threw out 10s. It was so good though. And I feel like
They're all going
she
crazy.
must have done dancing before. There's no
It
way
was
she's
so good.
just that's natural.
Well, she does. I reckon Two Hearts is pretty choreograph heavy.
Yeah. And she's a performer. She's the only.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Dancing with the Stars, are they not all
I guess I don't know
performers?
what's performing really.
William?
No, but as a
okay,
job,
listen.
she's a trained person, and
She probably went to some sort of a school.
That doesn't mean
she
you're a good
definitely
dancer.
got some kind
like
of
a theatre school?
Yeah.
Clown school?
I just feel like it does.
I think it's just
definitely a natural.
But she's classic. She's obviously a natural.
Anyway,
Yeah.
she is amazing.
She's so good.
Yeah.
3 10s. First time we've ever seen that on the show before the final. And she's also had 10s 3 weeks in a row. So she's there's the stats. Then half of Sunday night
can't
and all
fight
of Monday
stats.
night was country night. Manu and Lauren.
I just want to say something about this. How did they not do Old Town Road?
Yeah.
Like, just stupid,
I don't know that song.
offensive. I'm just real angry. I don't know what kind of weird plod
I
you
don't know
have
the
to do because of the tempo.
No,
Yeah. You don't know Old Town Road?
You don't know Old Town.
it's breaking up.
Okay, you
Sing that
live
again.
in LA. Like, that's in America last time I checked.
What? And I don't know.
Jane.
Can you sing it to
This
me?
is a story.
Lil Nas X, Billy Ray Cyrus
to me.
remix.
Children
It's not
love
that
this
shot
song.
got
though. I
shot.
thought your kids didn't know about it. The Old Town Road, na 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 again no more. Then you can do the rappy bit.
I don't know.
I don't want to do that.
I know the
I don't
classic.
do
I
that.
do know the classic
It's the
country. I do
sickest
know the
song.
classic
Watch
country
my
tune
kids love
Timber
it.
though.
Every day. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
don't bury the lead. I want to talk about Timber a lot. Old Town Road, I have to play it every morning when I'm taking Vivian to school, and she winds down
It's
the
not-
window and makes me play it real loud. It's real funny.
It's not the shotgun
Why do
one,
kids
eh?
love
I'll be
that
writing
song?
It's
shotgun.
crazy
Because
about
that-
it.
Kids love that one as well.
No,
Okay.
it's surpassed that one in terms of the
I know
It's very
this,
short.
I, this could either be fine or be terrible, but I need to make sure that my daughter's still alive because it is unusual for her to have sat in that room so quietly for this long, even though she's on the iPad. So I'm just going to take a leave of absence for just one moment. You guys can talk amongst
Okay.
All
I'm gonna
right,
leave
let's
us.
talk.
All right, let's talk. Tina,
I don't like that song, Beat It Up.
you don't know Old
Really?
Town Road?
Oh, so I'll be on the dance floor tearing it up on the weekend. As soon as it comes on, I'm out.
Good news.
You're out.
I'm
Wow,
out the whole
protest.
Still
vicinity.
alive.
Really?
Oh,
Deuces,
what have I
babe.
missed?
The
Whoa.
remix and the original.
Both. Oh, actually, no, I like the original. Original's fine. The remix.
The
Mm-mm.
remix is
Well,
not
the original
right.
Get
what?
out of here.
The original is cool. He's also very funny on Twitter. Like when someone actually put the horse in the back of the car,
What are we talking about?
That's
What
not
about?
what I meant. It was very good.
Oh.
What does that mean? We're talking about Old Town Road, Jane. What does...
Horses in the back. It's just real silly. They've got a real horse in the back of a car.
Sexual use.
Oh, it's not like a double entendre or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I think I just
Honestly,
took
I
it
left
literal.
the mic for 3.5 minutes. She's fine. She's sitting
all
back
right,
on the
So
bed
how's
with her
Maisie?
legs kind of crossed,
Maisie update.
much like Tina, drinking Malibu. So she's fine. Okay. I got 28, by the way, Manu and Lauren, for the rumba. Oh, no. Sorry. No, God, what am I talking about? I'm talking about it. Manu and
haven't
Lauren
talked about this.
went off to a kids' can school, helped serve some breakfast. She's just looking at him adoringly for being so great with the kids. And then they did a rumba to a very, very, very
that's
bad
what she's
version
looking
of
at
Love Story. It's butchered so badly. Do you not?
I think I agree, but
Yeah,
nothing
I'm
was as
sorry.
bad as Timber. I mean, Timber is the song that's really important
Love Story
to
is
me.
quite important to me,
I
and
think
it just got
it's a very
butchered.
good song.
Like, chop up.
Same. But I
Anyway, I can't carry that with me.
I didn't think it was as bad as Timber.
I don't even remember anything about
They
why
chopped
it was
up.
bad. I was
I
so...
thought
The
it was
dance was
fine.
great.
I was so
The
entranced
jump
by
out
the
of the
dance.
swing was amazing.
It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful narrative, a beautiful
Yeah.
dance, but I was very distracted by the fact that the song was chopped up so much in funny places. It wasn't just shortened. The structure of the song was just
Right.
messed
So
with.
it's
And
a structure problem.
it was great. Anyway,
Love
and
Story is one of the
Rachel jumped up
great
for a hug.
songs.
Okay,
But
we'll get there.
the rap in Timber.
We'll get there.
I mean, Mr.
We'll get there.
Worldwide.
We'll get there.
Like, respect.
Rachel jumped up for a hug. Do
Just don't do it at all. If
you
that's
want to
just
get this off your chest now?
Rachel did get up.
Okay.
No, it's fine. That's all I got. I'm just angry. I feel like people just always Pitbull is really funny. Yes, but he's also probably our next president. I
Does
believe
he
in
live
all
over
that
here?
stuff.
Am I likely to see him? I'll pass on your regards if I do. Yeah, I mean, I'm
No,
sure
he lives in
can stay away
Miami,
for things.
Dade County. Come on.
28 points. 28 points for Manu and Lauren. William and Amelia did a
305.
drive to Wagon Wheel. Again, I don't know the song. I feel like I'm supposed to because it sounds...
No,
It's total... this is like the most regional New Zealand song of all time. I didn't know anything about it until I went to a wedding in Palmerston North.
really?
Wow.
And it was the first song of the night and it absolutely killed. And it was awesome.
I was going to say...
Huh.
Yeah. It's like, I think it's like almost a story. Like when Joe was talking about going to a wedding in Palmerston North, one of his friends was like, I bet you Wagon Wheel's the first song that played. And he's like, whatever. And then it was the first song that played. It's like, it's an anthem.
But like a middle of New Zealand,
But yeah, well, that's
like
what
a
Di
literal
said.
middle.
Yeah, to William, he's like, you would have played this lots of times in Fielding growing up. And he's like, yeah.
And even
he
more.
That's
shouted
where
out his,
PNC's from.
is it?
Yeah.
Shouted out his, whatever the rugby team was. And even more.
No, they're from Te
Oh,
Awamutu.
it's
I
not.
take it
Oh,
out.
okay.
It's from
Fielding.
Fielding.
No, they're
though.
from Te Awamutu.
You and McDonald.
Wow.
Real dark side.
Yeah, that's the other thing about Fielding. It's
I mean,
got dark
proportionally,
side.
it seems
Lots of
too
murders.
much. Anyway, William and Amelia, he's on Struggle Street with the many dances this week. So he takes Amelia to the bush, apparently just outside SPP. So like the Shortland Street bush, I guess, the one that what's happened in that bush. They have a cup of tea and they listen to some saxophone.
Know it well.
They go out to the bush for some sax. Anyway, that was a weird tempo song, but he's pretty fabulous. Apparently, gets 29 points. Seems kind of slow. You know, those songs that are slow and kind of like, are they
thought it
fast
was
or they're slow? I
great.
can't tell what's going on. I can't tell anything that's going on this track.
Well, if anyone can
It's
deal with the
William.
weird tempo. What? Exactly.
Laura and Shay did a jive to Girls Gone Wild. I assume that's the name of the song. It came up a lot. Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, yeah. I didn't know what this was.
Nah.
But I called it in week one. I was like, someone needs to do a wig reveal
so did she
on this
spend all of
show.
Monday getting her
Laura
hair done?
came through.
Mm.
Do you think it's wig on
No,
wig?
it's a wig. Isn't it a wig?
So
She's
her
wearing
hair
two
must have been
wigs.
so hot.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, exactly. And I knew as soon as she came out, I was like, that something's going on there. That hat is perched way too high on your head.
I was just imagining you at home like a lazy boy rocking
Are you
gently back and forth.
100% confirm
yeah.
that she didn't bleach your hair in Diet Purple? Cut it, bleach it, Diet Purple?
Looking like the act? Like that kind of a vibe?
Available on Lightbox.
We know for certain that she didn't dye her hair.
I was very pleased.
Like, have you seen it since?
A
Okay.
week.
Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind. That was
I've seen
a
it
hell of a bloody dance, wasn't it? They had the mid-dance gear change. She's up on the bar. She's throwing water in Shay's face, which she claims is the single most exciting moment of her entire time on Dancing with the Stars, which seems mean. But also, what a hazard on the dance floor. They're taking risks.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Health
Jules got splattered a
and
little.
safety.
I can't imagine she would have been thrilled by that.
Did
28 points for them. I'm so bored now. Oh, we have to keep going. Oh,
Yep.
I'm just bored.
Don't get bored.
I'm so hungry
Oh,
now.
yeah. Talking of hazards.
I
Next
thought she was going to have the blindfold on the
Nadia
whole
and
dance,
Aaron with
and I
that
think she's
blindfold.
Oh,
a bit of false advertising. Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
it was like a
she was
bad
blindfolded in
situation.
practice to try and get her to feel the music more and just lean into the dance. And then she started the dance blindfolded. It was a foxtrot to Wicked Game. Is that a country song, would you?
tune. It's right at the margins. It's probably more of a country song than Timber. I've seen Chris Isaak live. It's one of the best shows of my life. Anyone, anywhere, run.
It is
don't
a
walk
very
to Chris
sexy
Isaak
song,
live.
and it was
Yeah,
quite
he
a
is
sexy
freaking
dance.
Elvis. It's
But
great.
too little, too late. They've really connected, but too little, too late. She got her dress hooked on the
Jojo.
heel of her dancing shoe. Oh, yeah.
Can I share some real news?
Do you want me to play the sting again?
Breaking real news.
No, after you said JoJo. It just reminded me.
Okay.
I mean, if you want, but
Nah,
I feel like we're already pushing
It's so long.
the limits. JoJo
Recall.
Siwa's makeup line
Recall.
has been like, what's it called when it gets
Cancelled?
pulled, like recalled by the FDA for
would've thought
dangerous
any-
levels of asbestos?
Any levels of asbestos is not good.
It's so funny.
That's
I know.
2019.
It's crazy, hey? And it's like all in like Claire's shots.
Wow.
It's all, like really young kids buy that makeup. It's crazy.
What's going on with the world? Like,
Oh my god.
do we need to have a meeting?
I'm definitely not.
need to
I'm not
think
buying that now. Thanks.
That was all. That was just the news. Huh? Yeah. Send it all back, Jane.
Well, it
Okay.
becomes a collectible,
So,
though, doesn't it?
what else? Oh, she made an interesting statement. Old Nadia, in her live interview, that production undercooked the commitment level required, the amount of time that was going to be needed to be a participant in the show. I thought that was a nice little Easter
Oh
egg.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was a funny
sorry,
little
no.
egg. Yeah.
I want a Nadia tell all, I feel like she's got something to
Yeah,
say.
well, she's gone.
But she was
so
never going to win. I
she's
think she's
definitely
just too stiff.
Sorry.
All right.
But of all, and like she said, she is a cook. The rest of them all have either like entertaining chops or
Absolute chops.
what's it called?
Yeah. She's only got lamb chop.
Lamb chops.
When you like
That
know
would've been
your
such a great
body,
gag.
athlete. Oh my god!
I didn't even mean that.
What's that word?
They're athletes.
Why do you look at your phone?
They're in tune with their bodies.
Blimey, but it's like when you know your
Yeah.
body really well.
Body dysmorphia.
Body
Come on.
control.
Oh! No, it's fine. But I'll think of it.
Okay.
I'll think of it. I'll ask Joe. Joe always sees it when we're sitting on the couch.
She did great. And obviously she worked really
So I
hard.
think she did
because
very well,
Aaron
is my
got up
point.
on his soapbox and told everyone that. And she's now gone home. But before she did go home, Randall and Brittany did a cha-cha to Timber. Got anything to say about the song, Duncan? No? In terms of the dance, it was a wee bit lackluster. Had some timing issues. You're right there. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's that old school phone buzzing. No, I can hear your phone doing that.
I can hear you.
Who are you sending? Oh, to Joe.
Oh, yeah, it's because I'm sending a text.
An SMS.
Yeah, I can.
It's actually a Facebook text. But
Anyway,
go.
Jules said
Hear
that
it.
was
Going
sexy,
through.
baby, which was fun. And they got 27 points. Anything to add?
Jules.
Anyone? Duncan? Now's your chance. No? Okay.
Nope.
No.
Oh, look, I've said all I need to say, but if you can't do the rap properly, don't do the rap. That's just, come on. Look, raps are hard, you know? But they should have known that. They should have backed out. Don't disrespect Timber. Also, if they should have done the playoffs remix, you know, where they go, playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They did that in like the 2016
Vaguely.
finals. Classic.
I personally
You'll
was very
remember that.
disappointed that the move of the week, which was Lauren Shay's
Playoffs.
Perfect Paso, was basically just a whole dance. That's not a move, it's a dance. I can hear your phone buzzing. It's honestly, it's like
Sorry.
I know.
I'm also
This is
very disappointed that no one did the
destroying me.
hoedown
It's not even going to
throwdown.
be cool.
How good would that have been if no one did the hoedown throwdown?
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
god.
can we do a trans
We've got to do a real pod.
Atlantic
Hoedown
Pacific
Throwdown.
Indian Ocean
Fit.
Dead Sea hoedown throwdown? Like that can be. I mean, I can work on that.
Definitely.
Can you work on it? Pop it, lock it, polka dot it.
I've got it there. Yeah. I can remember it. Papa like a polka dot it.
It's on. Okay.
Glad.
William and Nadia were in the bottom two. Nadia went home. The grand final will be Randall, William, Laura, and Manu. What a lineup! What a lineup! Okay, so you're calling
Crazy.
You're
lineup.
calling Randall for the
I'm
win.
so excited.
Do you know what? You're wrong. No, it's judges. Judges.
I think
Judges get
Randall
final
is
say.
the boring,
It's
the
not a
boring
popular
win.
vote.
But I don't want Randall to win.
No. Oh, yes.
No, I thought the public had the final say. What?
Not in the finale.
I thought it was
I can't remember. It's one or the other.
What?
popular vote.
I think it is.
pretty
I
sure
think
it
you're
is.
right.
You would think that New Zealand's
No,
only
we
reality
wouldn't.
TV podcast
Plus,
might
are
know
we? Are we sure
something's
that we're the
important
only
as
ones
this.
doing this?
But if you were familiar,
We would be the only
Without-
people who don't know.
Emo, you would not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't that? It
Right.
says a lot. Makes you think.
Wrap up this podcast.
All right. Let's like. let's-
I want it to be
Me
Manu
too.
or Laura. Randall will be like the obvious. Like, you know, he might just absolutely walk in and just win. But
How
I'm
does it
thinking
work? Do
Laura.
they
I think.
do
Media
they do
always
one
wants it to
dance
be
and
Laura.
knock out?
why did they do the whole Randall tattoo thing?
It's just listeners.
Why do they? What?
survey.
How do they do
Is
it?
it
Do they
survey?
knock out
It's
one
always
person and
survey.
then three lots dance and they knock out another, or does it go? How does it work? No one knows.
Again, you would think.
Of all the places in the
Well,
world.
Dance with the Stars has 4.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Okay. Do you want me to? Do we want to do real
It's real
review?
funny. And TV always gets
Do we
way
wanna
higher
do real
marks
review or
on
not bother?
IMDb than movies.
I'm starving.
Me
eh?
either.
So hungry.
Okay.
No,
I don't have anything to review.
I don't have the sting for real review.
I
so
thought you
just
could review that
rest
Snickers
assured,
ice cream that you ate. It looked yummy.
It's just, it was good. It was good. That's my review.
no,
Carry on. I also
Yeah.
don't have
Let's
Colin's
go.
Granny.
we can do this. I'm so hungry. How did you order it for?
1 o'clock.
What?
1 o'clock.
What's happening?
Sorry.
That's so late. Why?
1 o'clock. What?
What
I
about
thought it was coming.
midday?
I'm literally eating
I made a mistake.
a family pack of Oreos by
At least,
myself.
yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
What am I going to do?
I don't have the Colin's Granny sting either, so can you just, Alex, if you
I'd
don't
love
mind?
to. Do it live.
Colin's Granny. Colin's Granny. Colin's Granny. Granny. Fuck, I left it too long. Colin's Cranny.
But when
I
you
missed
said
the moment.
fuck, I think that was
That
the
was
moment.
the moment. I panicked. Well, I'm trying to get Joe's
He's-
kinesthetic intelligence. That's not it.
That's all right.
What's the word? It's like when because you're an athlete, you instinctively like know your body, right? Like if you can figure out how to play rugby really well, you can figure out how to dance. There's like a word for that.
Isn't it?
Like, no, forget it. It doesn't matter. Someone's going to be telling me in the
so
bloody
is that what
corner.
Colin's been up to?
Colin did a good Facebook status about how he was like,
Yeah,
trying
you
to
did.
avoid
Colin
carbs,
is
and he
every
went
man
to,
or every
Did I
Jane.
put this
Go.
in the doc? I'm the guy who went shopping hungry, but want to steer mostly clear of carbs. ... I just now got home from Countdown with rice pudding, white bread, Marmite, potato chips, and cookies. ... Am I 8 years old?
How many? How much carbs in
What a
Marmite?
legend!
Should we just go to
Seems
his
an
house?
unusual
I
thing to
love
mention.
that.
Is it hashtag sponsored?
But
He's definitely
no,
making
but
Marmite
I
chip
think it's just
sandwiches.
because it's associated with the bread.
Mm. Well, yeah, exactly.
God, I could murder one.
It's
Rice
real funny
pudding.
about rice and rice pudding. I don't know. I just love it. He also did a great feminist tweet this morning. I wonder what this planet/laws/landscape would be like if 50% plus of all governments were not men, ? That was a really quite...
When I was looking
Really
at this,
quite early
because
this
I'm kind of a
morning.
long way away from your computer,
I can't
it looked
join
like
in.
goats.
I can't join in. I can't see. I can't join in on this. Yeah,
Which would be-
sorry. Joel's fault.
Yeah, sorry.
Making me-
Just a
What else is there?
magic eye there.
And what else is there?
That's kind of... Oh, he's either started or just started publicly talking about the fact that he does archery, which is quite exciting for me, up Mount Albert.
Is it for a
Right up
photo
there.
shoot
He's,
or-
in the crater there, firing off some arrows. So
Wow.
check that out if you're
What
in
an
the
enigma.
neighborhood. No, it's just a hobby.
Sorry. I didn't really, I thought.
Just real.
Oh, God.
Imagine if
I'm
you-
sorry.
Like and subscribe.
That's good. Good. It is something next.
Subscribe, like and subscribe.
Oh my God. What? Oh, did it make funny noise?
Remix.
Really?
That
That
tempo
was
change.
way faster.
Mm.
But just for a little section.
I think
it
all
must have
sorts
been
of
coming down the
issues with this
internet
podcast.
line.
Man, that's
Okay.
crazy.
So let's just ignore. Let's
That was
pretend
really
everything's normal when
wild.
I'm sitting
And then it
next to you
slowed
guys.
down.
Max Key Max Key Corner basically has made the news, his trip. Well, basically, because they've essentially just done our whole bit
Anyway.
on Spy, which is looking at some of his Instagram photos and saying some stuff about them.
What do you
What?
mean?
That's what we
What's
do.
wrong with it?
And that's what Spy have done. So I feel like once again, we've paved the way.
But all,
Oh, God. Right.
I'm going to push back on that one. Deep cut. I think that Spy's whole thing is taking Instagram's advice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
So they
No.
already pioneered it.
just because you shout the loudest doesn't mean you're right, Duncan. Okay?
Okay. All right.
No, you didn't. I know. I just wanted to use that, but no.
thought this was a rare show and I
Basically,
didn't
it's just
shout
a
the
story
loudest,
talking
but-
about how he's on his travels, and what? Well, what?
Holy shit. I'm sorry. I'm just going to... We could do a really good Dancing with the Stars judge photo recreation.
We've
It's not
done
just our
that
Facebook
already.
on-
We've had a cover photo of this very podcast
Oh.
in the past
I think...
3 or 4 weeks.
Okay.
Oh,
Delete that.
Photoshop,
Delete that.
not like
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
We also
It's like the international physics thing. I think we should look for opportunities.
Here I am. Oh, I was hiding. I was actually just finishing off
Where's
my
Jane?
16th
I don't know.
Oreo
You can see a
cookie
little
and
bit
I
of her
didn't wanna eat it on
shoulder.
mic, so I was just laying it down. Anyway, that's the end of our podcast. Are you guys happy? Did we do better than last week? Do you think?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry. I'm hangry.
Okay, well,
I've been
let's wrap
hangry for
this
about
up.
25 minutes.
Thank you,
and it's probably
guys,
shown in my
for making the
performance. So
time
apologies
to-
for that.
Talk to me when I've got no friends on the outside of the world. That's just
Jane.
This is really
I feel like I'm hanging out with my friends.
bummering.
Fine. Thank you.
Uh,
And thank you guys for listening. Thanks, Tina,
yeah.
for what I don't even know what
Let's
you've
do
done
it some
today.
more.
What have you done, Tina? I'm just joking. I'm joking.
she's
Thanks.
been vibes in the room.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
need it.
She's absolutely
And,
drained that
and
white
also, I
Russian.
just
Yeah.
want to mention Tina
Not left.
spent about 17,000 hours trying to fix our terrible podcast last week. And then she crashed her car. And I feel like it's our fault.
Oh,
Tina.
she did.
Hey, Yeah, can we dedicate this podcast to ravioli? The greatest goddamn card that ever was.
She went hard. Yeah.
All right,
she went
thanks, guys.
home.
That's our podcast for this week, and we will see you next week, hopefully. If the internet works. Who knows?
Who knows? Woo! Oh my god! Oh my god, I actually got a massive fright.
Kia ora, I'm Duncan Grieve, founder of The Spinoff. You can help us keep all of The Spinoff's award-winning journalism free for everybody by becoming a member today at thespinoff.co.nz/donate.
Kia ora e te iwi, Te Aihe Butler here, podcast manager at The Spinoff. If you enjoy listening to our podcasts, consider supporting our mahi by signing up to become a Spinoff member at thespinoff.co.nz/donate. The Spinoff Podcast Network.